గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్.
గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ సార్. ఇంకా తగ్గలేదా సార్?
ఇంకా తగ్గలేదు. తగ్గి గొంతంతా అవుతుంది.
ఊర్లోనే ఉన్నారా?
లేదు, హైదరాబాద్కి వచ్చి
వచ్చేసి హైదరాబాద్. తిన్నారా సార్?
తిన్నాను అప్పుడే ఆఫీస్లోనే ఉన్నాను.
ఈరోజు లేట్ అయింది.
యాక్చువల్లీ నేను మార్నింగ్ వచ్చిన విలేజ్ నుండి మా ఆఫీస్కి వెళ్ళేసరికి 4 అయింది. సో ఆఫీస్లో వెళ్ళేసరికి 8:45 బయలుదేరాను.
ఓకే.
మేడం
Hi, sir.
మా వాయిస్ క్లియర్గా ఉంది. ఇస్తుంది వస్తుందా వాయిస్?
లైట్గా వస్తుంది సార్.
ఇప్పుడు
ఇంకా అట్లనే ఉంది.
ఇప్పుడు ఓపెన్.
కొంచెం బెటర్.
యాంగులర్ అంటే ఏంటి? ఎలా ఎప్పుడు ఇప్పుడు తీశారు పేరు యాంగులర్ అంటే చెప్తున్నారు గుర్తున్నాయి. మళ్ళీ రిపేర్ చేసిరా
వాయిస్ వస్తలేదు సార్.
వాయిస్ రావట్లేదు. ఇప్పుడు వస్తుందా?
ఓకే సార్, వస్తుంది.
సరిగా పని చేయట్లేదు. ఓకే, సో మనకు యాంగులర్ కంటే ముందు యాంగులర్ జేఎస్ ఉండేది. యాంగులర్ జేఎస్ యాంగులర్ 2 వర్షన్ 2 కాంచెల్లి యాంగులర్ అనేది యాంగులర్ అని తెలుసుకున్నాము. సో నేను నాకు చెప్తున్నాను.
ఇప్పుడే స్టార్ట్ చేస్తారా సార్?
ఇప్పుడే స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాను. మీ గురించి రెడీ. ఒక నిమిషం స్క్రీన్ షేర్ చేస్తాను. స్క్రీన్ కనిపిస్తుంది. చెప్పండి, నేను ఏం చెప్పుకున్నాను యాంగులర్ గురించి. 2 పాయింట్స్ కూడా యాంగులర్.
యాంగులర్ గూగుల్ది. యాంగులర్ గూగుల్ది.
యాంగులర్
గూగుల్ డెవలప్ చేసింది.
ఇంకా
ఒక ఫ్రేమ్ వర్క్, దాన్ని యూజ్ చేసుకొని, అది ప్రీ డిఫైన్డ్ ఆల్రెడీ ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి దాన్ని యూజ్ చేసుకొని మనం ఈజీగా డెవలప్ చేసుకోవచ్చు.
యాంగులర్ అనేది దేని మీద బిల్డ్ చేసి డెవలప్ చేసి యాంగులర్ అనేది దేని మీద బిల్డ్ చేస్తారు? టైప్ స్క్రిప్టింగ్ బిల్డ్ చేశారు.
ఓకే.
Released. ఓకే. అండ్ ఇది ఏంటంటే ఇంకా క్రాస్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ complete well integrated libraries like forms, routing, testing libraries, tooling libraries, accessibility libraries. Etc. And it is a rich and vibrant ecosystem. So that is Angular material. Yeah. So these are the two points about the Angular. So why do we need why do we need a framework? So why do we need a web framework? Yesterday we have discussed that. The front end, why do we need a web framework? Why do we need front end framework like Angular? libraries like React, Vue.js, and so basically we need the front-end frameworks to rapid application development, RAP. So basically front-end frameworks are mainly based on the opinionated principles. Opinionated principles means, so what are the required libraries and all to design and develop an application. So how it will be designed and how it will be developed. So based on the principles, we can design and develop the application quickly and easy. So why do we need means if you want to write the code from the scratch, it is it will take longer time to develop an application. So it automates most of the most of the manual work and implicitly encourages developers to focus on the actual elements of the project. So implicitly on the actual elements of the work. So we don't need to write entire logic and entire scratch. So all the predefined libraries are there. Just we have to run the commands and the code will be generated based on the components. So whatever the required, whatever the required code for our application, what are the business logic is required, so that we will write and yes, we will execute it, our application. So actual element, the project. So a good framework comes with the features like consistency and functionality and documentation and easy upgrades. And it has a vibrant community and it's a complete suite like out of the box support for router, templating, compiler, builder, SSR, API. So these are the framework can have. So all these features, all the required features It's about why do we need angle. So we have a key concepts, basically key concepts of angular is modularity, and trust. Next, declarative UI, wide spectrum, we have a component delphic PDK, and testing evolving. Evolving means the Angular team working on making Angular smaller and faster. So version to version, there are a lot of changes are there, and they are improving on the version to version by version basis. So they are improving the technology based on version by version. So they are adding the few libraries in new libraries, and they are removing the which are not required. They are removing those libraries and all, etc. So Angular team, working on making long run. So testing. So in testing, we have a Jasmine and protractor. So it will provide the framework or predefined default. It will provide either Jasmine or protractor. These uh, testing uh, testing tools, inbuilt testing tool libraries, it will provide in the Angular itself. So we can use it to test our application, unit testing and all. So if we want to do, we will do. So out of the box first, out of the box, support for Jasmine and Predator. These are the testing tools. So, CDK is a set of the predefined predefined primitive building blocks to develop the UI component. So CDK component dev kit. It's a set of behavior primitives for building its own UI component. So this is used to reusable, code reusable. The purpose the CDK has introduced. Code reusable purpose. So these are the modularity means so we have our application will provide the module view and view module view model model view and view model approach. So what is this approach? So every in Angular, every application modularized into modularized applications into by segregating code. Based into components components directive types services template in the module. So these are the each and individual modules. So we are segregating our code into like directive modules, otherwise pipe modules, services modules, template modules, component modules. These are the different types of data we will segregate in different ways. So that can be used in our code based on our requirement. So we have trust. What is the trust means? Google has it has backed by Google. Google is one of the largest multinational company and Google internally using Angular on 2000 plus applications. So if any commits, if any commit that happens on the Angular repository, is internally, whatever the new released happens is already well tested within the Google. So the trust, it means first it will internally they will use and they will test in different ways, and they will release after to the world. So based on their usage and all, so the trust is more trusted application or technology framework, UI framework. So declarative UI means you would be creating components, directive pipes, and services that will be used declaratively to achieve the desired behavior. So however we want to design our application. So we can create create components or pipes or anything, whatever based on our requirements. Hence, directives, pipes, and services. And those and that will use used declaratively to achieve the desired benefit. So, however, our design we can create using these modules, components or directives or pipes or any services. However we want, we can use it and we can create our own design. So next is wide spectrum. It will support the building web components and hybrid applications. So for building web components and hybrid apps. So it's all about uh, the concepts of the Angular. Okay. Next, so in this we have what is component what is template, what is directive, we will discuss. So, component. What is component? So basically component is a building block of an application. How the application and where the application will start and execute. So it is a building block of an application. So the whole application will divide into multiple components. So we can create a component using the template, CSS, and TypeScript files. So these are the three files. Let me show you how to create a component and first, otherwise we will start first how to set up, how to install an application and all. Uh, shall I tell first concepts? I will, yeah. Let me explain first concepts. Then we'll go for the practical. Are you there, right?
Yes, sir.
Are you getting? There are
Yes, sir.
so basically what it is, if we take an application, if we take an application, this is my website or web page, for example. So I want to display some navigation bars, home, about, contact, search. So we are logging. So what I will do is I will create this as one component, and I will each some of the part of the application I will create in a component. Component is nothing but component can have